me, Momokins, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I made the props for my cosplay. If you guys are not already, please consider subscribing to the channel. This is part 1 in a 2-part series, so make sure that you click the bell so that you don't miss when part 2 comes out. And let's get right into it. Okay, so for the first part of this video, I didn't really take a whole lot of footage because I wasn't sure if I wanted to document it or not, but this is what it came like. I wanted to get a foam gun, but it came like this. So basically I have to break out these little gray parts and put them together like Legos. And this is the instructions that it came with. As you can see, it did come out looking like how it's supposed to look, but yeah, it definitely took some time to build. After building the gun, I decided to start painting. And this is just the first layer of black paint. I'm taking some foaming clay here and I'm going to craft some sprinkles for the gun. So that's what I'm going to start doing. In about 2 days, these are going to dry and I'm going to prime them and paint them. Now that my sprinkles are done, this is some primer. I'm using the Cosflex Prime and Seal. I'm going to prime all of these sprinkles so that tomorrow I can paint them. So now I'm going to paint these sprinkles. They were primed yesterday, so they look a little shiny. I'm going to paint them all different colors. Okay, so now we are done painting. I think I should have painted these white and then yellow, but I thought the primer would be good enough. But I guess it was better on these darker colors. Originally, when making my cupcakes, I want them to look like actual cupcakes, so I actually made some icing with some spackling, but the reason I opted out to not use that as the frosting, I felt like after I put on the sprinkles and I put on everything and I'd have to make a hole in the middle, all of the work and extra detailing would not show. Like, look at it. Yum. Don't eat this though. So after that, I just opted to just paint a styrofoam cupcake pink and the bottom brown, and this is what it looked like. Okay, so these are my final cupcakes. I'm just waiting on them to dry. I painted them once and I might do another layer because there's still some white that you guys can see, but however I did it last time. Honestly, I think I might just like get rid of that because that was just a fail. This looks like a donut. It literally, like, if I was making donuts, sure, but anyway. So I have all my sprinkles in here that I'm going to put on top of the cupcake. I might repaint the yellows because they look a little dull. Honestly, I might repaint some of them. Probably like the yellows because I want the yellows to be bright. The greens are fine. And now my guns. Yeah, it's still kind of rough from what I did, but I'm going to repaint this black. I'm going to repaint it silver again. I'm going to put it around my gun, and hopefully this would look nice and it's big enough because, again, my guns are kind of small. They're like the size of an actual gun. But yeah, I'm going to put it on and then we're going to go from there. Oh, this is my foam cutter. I'm going to cut these cupcakes so that they fit on this gun. I have to repaint this gun after, but I practiced on this one and this is what it looks like. It's really hollowed out. I'm just going to do this to that one. So this is the gun. This is like the one that I have to paint over, as you guys can see, but this is the gun. The inside is really hollow, but we're going to put this cupcake thing around it so you guys aren't going to be able to see that. And this is the gun itself. I might put like a little bit something here just to fill it up to make sure it looks like perfect, but this is basically it. These are like the foam. I tried to get it as close to as possible. I could have cut off a little bit more, but I didn't really want to. So now I'm going to put all my sprinkles on my cupcakes. And I'm going to cut this out and put it around my gun, and that is my blaster. So now this is my cupcake, and these are my sprinkles. I'm going to put the sprinkles on the cupcake, and I'm going to attach it with some crazy glue here, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm not liking how the red is looking on this, specifically the red. The purple's alright, the green's okay. I'm gonna paint another layer of red on top of all of these reds. Honestly, I should have done it before, but I'm gonna just paint a little bit on top of it, and after I'm done, I'm gonna go with my acrylic sealer gloss and gloss over both of the cupcakes and the sprinkles. and that would be it. So I did not like the colors that the sprinkles were giving, because I feel like Brawlhalla is a very bright game and the sprinkles were too dull, so I ended up painting over all of them, and this is what it ended up looking like. Okay, so here's a 360. This is the side. I think I want to repaint over here because I don't like how it's looking. It's all the silver detail. This is it. So now I'm designing the cupcake on the headband, and I'm just putting some dots so I know where I want to sketch out where exactly I want my cupcake to be. So these are the dots. I definitely skipped a step, but I got a pencil here and I just drew my cupcake design on my headband, and I'm just outlining it with the Sharpie. I'm gonna paint it, but this is my cupcake. I don't know if you guys could even see it. Okay, I'm done. It's painted on my headband, and now I'm just gonna have to wait for this pink to dry and this up top to dry and add in my details, and the headband is done. When it was done, I added more lines onto the bottom of the cupcake. I didn't like the random lines that it had on it, so I added some like straight lines to make it look a little bit more neat, and this is how it turned out. It is now 1 p.m. My other wig that I ordered did not come in time, but I had this one, so I'm gonna see if I can make this one kind of look like Cassidy. It's a bit long, but I am gonna cut it. So let's see how this turns out. Thank you so much for watching part 1 of 2 on how I did my Cassidy cosplay. If you guys want to see the final reveal, head over to part 2. I'm uploading that right now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.